my top piece of the 7 is going to go along the spine of the scapula. So what I have them do is hold their shoulder into a little external rotation for me, just to make sure that the scapula is in the right position first, okay? So I want it to be in the scapular plane. I want it to not be if I left her down, she's a little bit already in an anterior tilt rotated position, right? So I'm going to get out of that and make sure she stays in a nice posture for me. I find the spine of the scapula and I put my top piece along, and then I put the rest of my 7. I find the inferior angle of the scapula and I make sure I grab a hold of that. So this is real life. Again, in the clinic, I try to either, do this or just take it off. And I follow it down. Okay, now, what we don't want to do is go really beyond the spine on the other side, because that's going to change some mechanics. So you want to just go below the inferior angle and hook onto those lower trap fibers that are down there. Okay? So now I'm going to add in my brown. So I go slightly smaller in size because I'm going to do, with the tension, I don't want to end up on the skin. I do a little unload here, just a little pinch. I add tension and I lay it down. So you might see some wrinkling here. And then this piece, okay, again I pull down along the inferior angle to hold it in place, okay? And then she relaxes. So that now is keeping that shoulder from falling forward, but it's also keeping the scapula in the right position. An athlete, perhaps, if you sprayed this enough, they could still do all of their motions. You might have to shorten up your distance, but if they came back and they said, you know what, this tape is great for when I go home at night, but it's not allowing me to throw my javelin, then you'll do this in kinesio. Okay, that's your alternative. You take out more tension though. If we do kinesio, we do 75 to 100% of the tension because this is a mechanical correction. So we need that tension. So you create short pieces of kinesio because you know you're going to get the stretch factor. This way you're not cutting when you've gone too far. Okay?